Morning everyone. I'm going to do a nice little ride today. I'm just on the usual stretch of road here, but instead of going north, I'm going to go south when I hit the freeway. I've never done it before, so we're going to try and get into Osborne Park, which is another industrial area, probably the closest one to the city, I'd say. And there's a place just south of it called Herdsman Lake, and it's a massive wetlands and a big. It's not a lake. Well, it is a lake. It's called Herdsman Lake, but it's pretty small. Yeah, so gonna try and hit that up. I did a quick Google Maps calculation of the how many Ks it's going to be, and it's saying around 50. So very doable on this bike. I'm not going to put it in pedal assistance 0. I'm going to leave it in 1 the whole time. I'm going to try and keep my speed around the mid to low 20s and see how we go. This will be a good little test for it anyway. If you watched the last ride when I went to the city, I grossly underestimated the kilometres by about 15. It was close to 70 Ks, and I thought it was going to be about 50. So it was about 15-20 Ks out, and I don't know why it was that far out. I'm not sure, but anyway, doesn't matter. I got home, but I did about 10 Ks on 0, which was pretty hard, and I didn't do that until the end. If I'd known I was going to be touch and go, then I would have done that at the start and then chilled out for the end of the ride, but nah. But anyway, doesn't matter. Got the camera in the normal spot, but I'm actually filming in 1080 60 frames a second. I've noticed a lot of people on YouTube, apart from you really, I don't know, some people do 4K, not many people do 2. And I've been doing it in 2K, but I think like 90% of the YouTube people do it in 1080 60, and it looks really good. So the only thing I'm just wondering what cameras they're using, that's all, because probably if you're using like action cameras, then you might want to go the extra resolution. I was doing 2.7K at 25 frames a second, and the footage was alright, it wasn't too bad. But then you watch some other people's stuff and they're doing 1080 60, lower resolution, higher frame rate, and it looks silky smooth, looks really nice. So I thought I'd give this a shot, and hopefully this video turns out good. And then I'll when I first started I was doing 4K, then I went down to 2, now I'm going down to 1080, so I'm going backwards. But yeah, like I said, some of the stuff I've been watching, like you look at it, and now that you're actually doing it, you click down and see what resolution it's in, and it's only 1080, and you're going, oh well, that looks actually clearer than what I'm doing. But yeah, I'd say it'd depend on the camera. They got probably really fancy cameras with big with big sensors, lots of light, and you know, you could film it at 680 and it's still going to look nice. But yeah, I'll give it a shot anyway. So I've never been over this bridge. I might have done it with a scooter, but it was at night time, and I'm with my mates, and I'm not at the front thinking about where I'm going, I'm just following. So I can't say for sure that I've never been on it, but I reckon I might have been. So we're going to go this way. 10 K's in, and I've still got 99% battery. It's been a fair bit of hills, which is good going this way, but I'm going to be coming back the exact same way. So whatever's downhill going this way, we're going to be uphill going the other way. So it's not that much of an advantage. So I've got it on my phone because, like I said, I've never done this ride before. Got it on my phone so I can kind of follow. They're doing a lot of road work, but it's all on the other side of the freeway. So I'm hoping that it doesn't affect me too much on this side, unless I've got to flip over for some reason, that they've started doing roadworks here, but hope not. I haven't noticed them on this side, it's only on the other side, so it should be sweet. Bit of a hill. But other than that, the bike's been going really good. Lubed up the chain after the big city ride the other day. Didn't take it off, I just lubed it up where it sits. Lubed up all this cassette, front and rear, or the rear cassette and the front sprocket, or whatever it's called, I don't know. So everything that should be lubed is lubed. I pump the tyres up every time I ride it if it's like a 2 or 3 day break, and I have noticed them going down, but I think that's a thing with these TPU tubes, is the air slowly leaks out of them. So it's not a lot, like I just like keeping my rear tyre up around 60 psi, that's all. Just so it's nice and hard and I'll get the maximum range out of the thing. But I'm going to keep this, I was thinking about it the other day, I'm going to keep this this setup that I got now for a while, and then unless I get a puncture that I have to take the rear wheel off, I'm gonna just leave it until about 1,000 Ks. I'm already cracking, I'll probably crack 300 on this ride. So another 700 Ks. I'm gonna leave these TPU tubes in and the Tannis liner that I've got in there. And then at 1,000, I'm gonna swap over. I'm gonna take the TPU tubes out. I'm gonna put thorn-proof tubes in, and I'm going to take the Tannis liners out, because the Tannis liners won't fit in the tyre, like it's just too much. Like the thorn-proof tube is just, it won't fit. There's no way you're getting a thorn-proof thick tube and the Tannis liner in that tyre. It's just not going to fit. So you'd probably be struggling to even fit a normal tube, rubber tube. But the TPU, no worries, because they're very small, very lightweight, very thin. So that's my little experiment. I'm going to do 1,000 Ks on this setup. I'll probably do that Burns Beach run again, which is about 55 kilometres, and I'm coming back with 15% battery. PAS 1 the whole time. So I'm going to do that again, and just to get another baseline. And then keep a track of it. You can ride, I do all my rides on Strava, so I don't worry about what my bike says here, because it's not accurate at all. So I keep all my rides on Strava. So I'm going to have to go back, and what I might start doing when I do these experimental rides that I do regularly and the same way every time, I'll just write down how much percentage battery I got left when I come back. And then that way, when I swap over and get rid of the Tannis liner and the TPU tube and go to just a thorn-proof tube with sealant in it, I will see the difference, what I'm coming back with the battery. So yeah, that'll be good. I reckon the best setup is going to be, well, this is a like indestructible setup, but it's not best for range. So the compromise, I think, would be the setup I'm going to go to after 1,000, which is a thorn-proof tube and sealant, and then I think that's the best of both worlds for range and indestructibility. But if you really wanted good range, then you either just go a TPU tube by itself or just a normal rubber tube. So I think, yeah, but yeah, you get killer range, but you leave yourself open to thorns, I think, to punches. So that bike there in front of me, that's the one I was actually going to buy. Same company, almost the same bike. They just brought out the new model. It's an MCM M7, the one that I was going to buy. I think that's a Moscow Plus. So the M7's the successor to that one. Bigger battery, more of a mountain bike than a commuting bike, and I didn't really want another mountain bike. Good bike though. The only thing that put me off it, it's the same, almost exactly the same price as this bike, but it didn't come with fenders and didn't come with a rear rack. So by the time you do that to that bike, it would have cost more than this bike. The only thing I wasn't keen on is that it doesn't use any Shimano or Tektro or any name brand brakes, gears, anything. They kind of made their own thing for everything. So if something breaks, you kind of held at ransom to that company to fix it, unless there's a way of, you know, like if the cassette goes or the derailleur goes, I'm sure you'd be able to put a Shimano set on there, but you'd have to change everything. You can't just swap parts out. So that kind of put me off it a bit for that money. And the other thing was when I well, I'd already made my decision to buy this bike. 2 seconds. I'd already made my decision to buy this one, and then when this one broke, see, I've got to go across this bridge now. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, I don't. This ride that I've got on here is to go somewhere else. I was just using it to get me down that path there. I should have just followed that fella on that bike I was talking about. I'm sure he's going to the city. I can't remember what I was talking about now. Oh, that's right, yeah, when I was having the dramas with this bike, and I took it into Malaga Cycles there, Jason, he actually told me that the owner of NCM is under investigation of something, and the company is looking at going bust or something like that. So if you do end up buying a bike, $3,000, and you can only buy parts for that bike through NCM and they're out of business, you're stuck with a pretty expensive paperweight. So yeah, gave that a miss. But I found that out after I bought this bike. But yeah. I was only saying a few videos ago, about a month ago, that it's like never cloudy in Perth. Oh wow, we're already here. Oh, that's crazy. I've not even an hour I've been riding, and funny name, but this place is called Inaloo. Spelt exactly how you think you would spell it. This is where our IKEA is. There's only one IKEA in Perth. It's just around the corner here. and there's a sushi train restaurant just in here as well. It's pretty good, and it's there's a few around Perth, but this one for some reason is like you go in there and you can't eat anymore. You got about 15-20 plates in front of you, and you go and pay, and it's like $40. It's unbelievable. Like you do that anywhere else, it's going to get close to up to $100. It's just really cheap, but very filling, very nice Japanese food. And you can also order off their menu if you want something hot as well. It's not just cold sushi food. So if you want a soup or, you know, like a teriyaki chicken bowl or something like that, you can order that, and then just get three plates of sushi and you're done. It's pretty good. I don't really know where I'm going. Like I said, I haven't done this ride before. I don't know which side to stay on. I can't see a footpath on the left side there. And this is going to be busy on this side because it's a shopping centre. But I think we'll stay here. So I see this green paint on this, I don't know if you saw it there, you might have to rewind it, drainage manholes. Back in the day, when I was a surveyor, this was one of our jobs. We had to do it was night shift as well, so we had to work all night for about 2 weeks. That car park we just passed, this car park, the car park at the back, and the car park coming up here, the undercover car park, it was in summer too. And this undercover car park in summer with no wind is so hot, it's like it's daytime. It's not open yet. We'll go in there we'll see if the paint's still there. But yeah, this would have been, 4 years ago? Oh yeah, I can still see green paint. There's no green paint on that one. Oh, a little bit, it's faded. But have a look at this one, looks like brand new. Oh, this is where we finished. Yeah, that's my riding too. Yep, 100%. Manhole 120. That's my riding too, if you can see that. So that's lasted the test of time. That's good paint, that. It's just spot marking paint. There should be, there's red and it's not just drainage. We did power, water, everything. There's just a lot of drainage in here. But yeah, it wasn't just me. It was, I think there was 3 of us doing it. And yeah, had to measure up every single pipe that's in the manhole and the base and the width and everything. Crazy. And like I said, yeah, 4 or 5 years ago, it would have been 2018, I'd say, 2018, 2019. I'm trying to figure it out now, hang on. No, it would have been 2018, 2019, yeah. And still haven't done anything with it. We had to go up this street here as well. It's a big job. And then my mate there's a McDonald's just around the corner here, and he got a chicken burger. We were here for about 2 weeks. It was probably about a week and a half into the job, and he got food poisoning from the chicken from there, and we had to finish it, 2 of us, and it was hard work. He wasn't a surveyor. The mob I worked for, hang on, stop talking. So the mob I worked for was I was only there for 2 years, but it was my old boss left where I worked for 15 years and moved to this place, and then I got the poops of the place I was at for 15 years. It wasn't the same place. It got taken over a few times, and yeah, it was a pain. And so he left and went to this place, and I followed him. But it wasn't a surveying place. They just needed a surveyor. It was an underground locating place. So I got to put the tools down a little bit, and do a bit of manual labour, which was good. I wouldn't be able to do it now, but 5 years ago it was no dramas. Just the way the back is now. Now I'm going to go down. Oh sugar, you can't go down that road. Okay, I'll have to go to the next one. Yeah, it was hard work because we had a vac truck and all that stuff, so yeah. But he was an underground locator back in the UK, and apparently over there's just stuff everywhere. There's no database for anything, whereas over here we've got a database. So if you want to do anything, you got to call dial before you dig, and they'll send you. It's all free. They will send you a map of what's in the area that you're requesting to dig. So that's handy because, yeah, if you like doing some retaining wall or something at the front of your house, and you dig up and go through a telephone cable line, you're in big trouble. You're paying for it, and that stuff's not cheap to fix. So yeah, you call these people up, and at least you got an idea of what to expect when you're in the area. So yeah, he did that in the UK, but you had to be really good at it because there was no plans to give you any hints for anything. So yeah, he was really good. I haven't caught up with him for a while, so I don't know what he's up to. Apparently my boss that worked there and him started a company by themselves, so yeah, good luck to him. But then my boss left, and he went, I think that's when he started his own company, or he went somewhere else first and then started his own company. But yeah, he left us there, and again turned to poo, and it was all over, so I had to find another job. But all good. And the place that I worked at for 15 years was just here. They ended up, we shifted a few times, but yeah, they ultimately ended up here. I think they're in a place called Subiaco now, which is a little bit further down the road. And the coffee shop I'm looking for is just here too. I think it's around the corner though. And then right in front of us is Herdsman Lake, and we've done 20 kilometres and got 91% battery left. That's totally different to the ride. I'm wondering if something was wrong on that city ride, because that doesn't seem right. I've only used 10% battery to do 20 kilometres. That's more what I would expect. Yeah, so the place I worked at was just here. Top floor. It was nice view actually. Now, is this... No, I'm lost. This is not Pearson. Bear with us, I've got to try and find this coffee shop, but I thought it was here. Herdsman Lake. It's not, I don't think it's got a frontage from what I could tell. It's got I think they're over there. It's like behind a building, and it's in a sea container down the back. It's a bit of a dog cafe actually. I can't even remember the name of it. That's like my bike, my gravel bike, exactly the same. I think that's the year before or something. I might pull up. Oh, hang on, coffee. I can see coffee there. But this is not the road that it should be on. Yeah, that's Selby Street. Nah, I'm going to pull up. I'll get my phone out and have a look. I'll get back to you. Yeah, I think it was a street out. Gotta go backwards. So this street we're going to is the street I originally wanted to go to, but there was no path, and it's way too busy, and the street's too narrow to be on the road. I'm not into that. So we'll just do a bit of bush bashing, and we should get there. And I'm pretty sure this building used to be the company that we built our house with. And we had to come here to pick all our taps and cupboards and all that stuff, but they've moved to Leederville now. So this is number 1, I think. Yeah, it is. And it said to come round the back and go somewhere, and you'll see the coffee shop. Negative. Definitely not there. And it is the prime building. The gate's closed. Oh, I think it's down there. It is too. I think it's down there. I'll pull up and have a look. I've got to read the web page. Doghouse. So I'm on their website. You shouldn't really have to go. Simply head towards the Primera Group building, drive through the gate and park down the gym near the back. Okay, sorted. Hopefully this gate stays open for me. Yep. There's the gym. That car doesn't sound too hot. Oh no, that's coming from that. Oh, that's coming from that building there. Got a compressor. Coffee, there we go. That's pretty cool, don't even have to lock the bike up here. Sweet as, I'll let you know how the coffee goes. Alright, that was pretty good. Good little setup he's got there actually. Nice little gazebo. Looks like he's got a hot tub over there or a spa or something. That container just near the bin there, that's a hot box sauna just here. So yeah, he's turned a container into a sauna. That's pretty cool. I don't know if the gym's his or just the coffee shop, not sure. But anyway, yeah, it was good. Coffee was not too bad. Wannabe for $6.30. I wonder if that opens for bikes. Negative. Pretty funny setup actually. Whoop. Yeah, a bit of a funny. Smashed my mirror. Oh, I didn't break it, but yeah. Alright, so we just want to cross the road here. Yeah, a bit of a funny setup. It's like behind an office building right down the back. You wouldn't even know it was there. I'll have to look up how to find it. But yeah, they do a bit better business if it was out on the main road, I suppose, but you got to find the place that'll have you. They shouldn't really stop because that's a pedestrian crossing, not a bike crossing. I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, they got a green light, so it's all good. So I have been around this on the scooter from here, I'll show you where we get off. We don't do a whole lap, but I'm going to do a whole lap today because I want to go back the same way. So it's a nice run. You can see they've mowed the lawn, and then it's like really thick over there. That's this place is full of snakes, tiger snakes and dugites and stuff, and that's why they keep the lawn down, because the snakes, you can see the edge there where they've just left it natural. So yeah, just wherever there's water like that and reeds and plenty of food and frogs and stuff like that, you're going to get snakes around here. Even though, I mean, you can see the city, hang on, probably just through this gap here, boom, you might not be able to see, I can just see the tops of the buildings. We're not that far away, probably only 6-7 k's away from the city. Yeah, so there's a fair bit of wildlife. I'm going to go left. Let's do some bush bashing. Jeez, the water's flowing. I suppose we had a fair bit of rain the other day. Just a quick little downpour in the afternoon, so that would have filled all these little channels up. Yeah, it's a nice spot for being so close to the city. I don't know how far it is around. I'd guess at about 6 k's or so to do a full lap. Only because there's another place called Lake Munga that's just south of us, southeast of us here, and that's 3.3 k's I remember, because we used to go there. My school was not too far away from there, so we used to go walking and running and riding, and I think there was a sign somewhere and it told you exactly how much it was around. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've never been down this path. Always stick to the bitumen over there. It's probably actually a bit shorter sticking to this path because you're in the inside a fair way. The other path's a fair whack over there. There you go, there's a swan. I thought these black swans were a WA only thing, but apparently they're not. And I think they're in Europe or Canada or something as well, black swans. Because it's on our emblem, on our WA emblem. I thought they were only in WA and that was it, but obviously not. I'll keep an eye out for a snake because it's not very sunny today, so they wouldn't be out getting any suntan. I really don't want to see one anyway. There's the city there. Might see it a bit better down here. That sign that we just passed, that was about magpies. If you don't know about them, you got to watch them, especially this time. I think it's getting towards the end of their breeding season now. But yeah, you got to watch them. They swoop you, and at least one person a year loses an eye. And I'm pretty sure last year, I think it was over east, I don't think it was here, this mum was carrying a baby and got swooped and dropped the baby, and the baby died. So they cause havoc. They're really bad. There's just nothing you can do about them though. Sometimes you'll see people with big zip ties tied to their helmet, and that's just to put so they don't come so close to your face. Yeah, the water level's quite high. I don't think it's meant to be up there. But yeah, it rained a bit, but it didn't rain that much. I don't think that would affect it. So I don't know what's going on there. It's quite windy too. So you've been watching the previous videos. Had a good run the last week. Knocked out heaps of little jobs. So I finished off the sauna upgrade on the speaker upgrade on the sauna. Put a Pioneer head unit and some Sony 6x9s in the sauna. Just because the speakers that it came with weren't very good. Just didn't sound very good, and there was like a buzzing noise in them. So yeah, changed them over. Got it all on special, I think $200 all up. So that was pretty, like $100 for the radio and $100 for the speakers. So that was pretty cool. Sounds really good now. Not that you have it loud and booming, but just really clear. You can play really nice music, a bit of relaxation music, and you don't have that annoying buzzing noise anymore, so that's good. And then the other day I had to buy a whippersnipper because we got a block that needs regular, it's just sand and weeds, but we got told off by the council because the weeds were getting a bit too high. So I was going to borrow my dad's whippersnipper here. I can't even tell you what brand it is, but I'm pretty sure he found it. He finds lawnmowers, and because he's got a job where he's driving all the time, and not that he has to, but he just likes working on little things like that. So he finds them and fixes them up and then sells them. But I don't think he's got like 3 whippersnippers at the moment. He was going to give me one to do this block, and they're on holidays at the moment. So we went and did his lawn at his place. My block's just around the corner from their place. So yeah, we went to do his lawn, and he's got a really good lawnmower. It's an Elro reel lawnmower. And there's a sign about snakes there. Tiger snake. Leave them alone. Don't know, let's go this way. Never been down here. Yeah, so he was going to give me this whippersnipper, and he left it for me there to use to do his lawn. And then I was going to take it home with me and then go and do my block when it needs doing. I don't think this goes anywhere. So, oh yeah, some bird photographers. I think these are just public. Oh no, Discovery Centre. It's closed though. Yeah, so his lawnmower. Sorry, I don't know if I'm meant to be coming through here. I just took a wrong turn. No, I didn't think so. I'll keep going. that's one way to diffuse the situation. Let them know that you've done something wrong, and I'll just go slowly. I think this is more of a bird watching path through here. It's pretty nice, but it's very thin, that's why probably shouldn't be here. So he's going to give me this whippersnipper anyway, so got it. I just hope this pops out somewhere and I don't have to go back. Mowed his lawn. I put one pull on his lawnmower, hadn't been started in 2 weeks, and boom, up she started. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Nah, this doesn't go anywhere. Or does it? Done the lawn mowing, got onto the whippersnipper, and 15 minutes I was trying this thing and I just couldn't get it going. So put it away and called it quits for the whippersnipper. Went to the steel shop, because that was a whippersnipper he was going to give me, so I was like, there's no way I'm putting up with that. So went to the steel shop. Steel's a pretty good kind of prosumer brand, I suppose. I don't know if they're... Cheers, mate. They're not a bad brand. They're not like a... Yeah, anyway, I don't want to name any brands, but buy whatever you want to buy. Oh, here we go. It's just a loop. Cool. That means I'm going to come across that lady again. Oh no, she's over there. Cool. Okay, so now we know that goes nowhere, and it's a frowned upon activity to be riding a bike through there, but that's okay. So yeah, went to the steel shop, picked up a straight shaft gearbox kind of thing. They were on special because of Black Friday and Christmas and all that, so saved about 70-80 bucks. Good deal, nice fella that was there, and yeah, so I picked that up and then went back on the Monday and finished off my dad's place just to try it out, which meant putting it in the car, which is fine. I got a wagon, so no drama. I had to fold the seat down. I've also got a steel blower, same brand, garden blower. So I brought that with me as well because the whippersnipper makes a mess. The lawnmower is not too bad because it sucks up as it goes. So it doesn't really make a lot of mess, so it's pretty good, but the whippersnipper just throws stuff everywhere. So yeah, brought the blower with me and did what I had to do. The line got sucked in, had to like redo that. No dramas, it's got a really quick system for reloading the line on it, so really good. Finished his block off, finished his lawn off, front and back. And then I went to our block and just redid that because he did it about a month ago, but it needed doing again. The weeds had come up a bit. So yeah, did that, no dramas there. Did it in about 20 minutes, easy as. The only thing is, in the boot, they're both just rolling around everywhere like two basketballs in the boot. I'm going to go down here because I've got a toilet and I haven't seen a toilet yet, and it looks pretty quiet down here. Yeah, so if you watched the video, I think I put it up already. Yeah, I think I did it yesterday. I got a 100-litre tub from Bunnings and cut a little slot in it so that the whippersnipper, the motor and all that is inside the box, but the shaft obviously is not in the box, it just sticks out, and that's fine. Now, there's a lady just there. Which way is she walking? Bird watching. Yeah, so, and the blower fits in as well. If I take all the nozzle off, oh, it's slippery. Get up on the grass here, it's a bit slippery there. Yeah, if I take all the nozzle off and everything, it all fits in the tub without even, so I only had to do one slot for the whippersnipper. And then I've got a 5 litre jerry can, that fits in there. Everything I use fits in there, it's really good. And that way, yeah, it doesn't roll around. And also, if it ever leaks, it's contained to the tub. So yeah, it works pretty happy with that. Lid still goes on it, so it keeps the fumes down a little bit. I mean, it's still open where the slot is, so it's not totally sealed or anything like that, but I wasn't really looking for that. So yeah, it worked out well. I'll go over here. I didn't realise bird watching was such a thing, but every time I would go somewhere, there's always someone, and it's not just like a phone camera. They got massive lenses and everything right into it. There's always someone hanging around here. This will kill the battery running through grass like this. So that's one reason I wouldn't walk my dogs here, it's because of the snakes. Just you wouldn't get a second chance with that. I'll go back on the path. I'll find a spot. We're only about halfway around now anyway. 20, my bike says 26 k's. That's, I know it's out. The Strava says 29 and my bike says 27. So it's only 2 k's out. Okay, so then it's 4 k's out at 50 odd. Yeah, so that's about right. I think that's what I was out. Yep, and I've only used 74% battery. That's pretty good. I don't know what happened the other day when I went to the city. That was a very weird ride. I don't know what it was. It was, from what Google Maps said to what I ended up doing, was like 20 kilometers different. And it just doesn't make sense. Like at 30 odd Ks, I had about 60% battery, 55% battery. It must be the hills. It wasn't a very windy day either. So I don't know what was going on there. Pink and greys, people keep them as, they're galahs, pink and grey galahs. People keep them as pets and teach them to talk and stuff and dance. I used to be able to buy them. I don't know what the go is now. You're probably not allowed to have them anymore. I won't go. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. I've got the Tannis liners, so not too worried about getting a flat. Plus, you're not going to get a flat on this stuff. There's no thorns or anything here. It's just hard packed clay. You might see some cool animals. I don't know. It's pretty wet in here. But yeah, if your dog gets bitten by a tiger snake, it's all over. I wouldn't even bother. I wouldn't come through here. And my dogs wouldn't run away. They'd think it's a toy and start playing with it. And that's when they're going to get bitten. So yeah, I'll kind of avoid areas like this. This and Lake Munga is probably the worst places, like within the metro area of Perth, for snakes, I'd say. It's pretty bad. Hope she's heard. Oh, that was just like a little loop trail. Go off road for a bit. Cool. There's a cross the road there too. I don't know what all that's about. Oh yeah, I know where we are. Oh geez, we're almost... I might have to cross the road because we're almost back to where we started from. Unless I go down here, 500 metres. I know there's a pony club or something coming up. People on the weekend bring their horses here, or ponies. I think it's only ponies. A big display area and all that. Because my old work used to be right across the road, and I used to fly drones. So we used to come across the road to this big park just to test out the drone if we'd made any changes and we need to test fly. So yeah, I know there's a pony club there. There might be toilets there actually. But yeah, we're almost back to where we started from. Yeah, it's a nice little trail through here. I've always stuck to the road there. Pretty good. I'm glad this bike kind of does both. That's kind of what I wanted. I didn't want a full-on mountain bike. If I couldn't find a bike like this, what I was after, I was going to get a mountain bike, but then I was going to put a rack, fenders, and I was going to put really small 2-inch tyres like what this has. I was going to do all that, 2-inch tyres, and just make it more of a road mountain bike rather than a mountain road bike. More road than mountain, if that makes sense. Because yeah, I don't really do stuff like this. See, this guy's right into it. Morning. Morning. I don't know if that was a fishing rod or a tripod for bird watching. I don't know if you'd eat the fish out of here. Alright, which way do we go? Oh, that's just a dead end over there. They've got like some bird hides that you can just go in and the birds don't know you're there. Yeah, see, this bike's got road tyres on it pretty much. They're like e-bike specific road tyres. And it's handling that stuff, no worries. So yeah, no, it's good. I like it. And I've got my tyres pumped up. The front's at 40 and the rear's at 60. That's pretty hard for doing this kind of soft sandy stuff. I could let them down and it'd be even better. But no, it's a good all-rounder bike, this, I think. As long as it lasts. It was funny, when I was doing the research on this bike to see if I was going to buy it or not, I joined there's only there's two Facebook pages for these bikes, and everyone was just giving them a really good rap, how good they were and really nice. And then I bought mine broke, and then after that, it was like every second post was, oh, mine broke and this fell off and this didn't come included and the customer service is really crap, and yeah, it was like they were hiding it all from me. And then once I bought it, all the real deal came out. So I was a little bit disappointed in that. Like just today I was reading some posts about their customer service not being very good, waiting 7 weeks for parts and stuff like that. So this is the pony club here, this big bit of land. This is where I used to fly the remote control plane. So yeah, I'm hoping. But like I said, the good thing about this bike is everything's Shimano. The brakes are Tektro, so if something breaks on it, I can always take it to my mate down the road there and fix it with him fixing it and not worry about the actual company Yeah, pretty cool. Cross between a duck and a chook. Don't know what they are. I'm no bird watcher, that's for sure. Well, not these type of birds anyway. That's a nice little outlook there. Don't know if you'll see the city. Yep, the city's just there. Probably can't see it. Just through those weeds. And come up here. Yeah, so we've been closer, like where we were over there on the path was a lot closer than where we are now. We're almost back to where we started here, so yeah, it wouldn't be that far from the city. Not that I'd go now, because it's a bit funny, this bike. I don't know, sometimes it's good on battery, sometimes it's bad. Looks like a good spot. Yeah, I got a large coffee from that place. Just really felt like a drink, but yeah, you're not hanging on to that for too long, that's for sure. Well, that's an even better spot just there. I have to remember that one. This might be a regular ride, I think. This is really nice. Probably have to go where this car park is, out onto the main road, I think, to get back to the road I need to take me back. I've got to kind of remember how I got here, actually. Actually, no, keep going. Keep going. That way I can say we've done a complete full lap. I'll just go to the same place, I think. Yeah, I reckon 50% of this has been on track, probably a little bit more, rather than bitumen. It's pretty good. What's this say? So that's a map of it there. It's an old map. Popeye Lake. Yeah. Wonder if it says how. No, it's more than that. Should say Popeye Lake to Powis Lake is 3 kilometres, but it doesn't say 2 kilometres for that one. No, it doesn't say how much it is all the way around. Let's look on the other side. Oh, it's just telling you about what the birds are here. It's alright. Yeah, it doesn't say. I'll try and find it on the internet somewhere. It'd be interesting. I reckon it'd be about 5-6 k's. Be a decent walk. If you were to walk around it, it'd be well over an hour. I've got to go to the right, I think. There's that bridge. Yeah, I'll go back this way. I think this is the path we came down. So that's pretty cool. Done a full lap. Never done that before. And I've got 70% battery to get me home. So that's a bonus. That's really good. The only thing I can think of is when I was coming here, I was rolling down some really big hills, especially close to my place, and I wasn't pedaling much. So obviously we're going to hit them going back, so that might even out my battery. But I can't see it using, if I only use 30 to get here, it's not going to use 70 to get back home. So I think we're safe. So that's really good. Alright, well I'll flicker off here, I'll just turn it on. I mean, going home is going to be the exact opposite of coming here, so unless I see something cool I'll flick it back on. Otherwise I'll see you when I'm a bit closer to my joint. Okay, just cracked 40, my bike says 41 and Strava says 45. 42 on the bike actually and 45, so we're what, 3 k's out, so that's not too bad. That's the closest it's ever been. I got 47% battery left. I haven't been conservative. I've been mainly on 1, but sometimes 2 and 3. There's some pretty steep hills. This is one of them, but I'm only on 2 at the moment. And also, when I've noticed when the voltage drops in your battery, pedal assist 1 is pretty much non-existent. Number 2, when you go up to 2, it feels like 1 when the battery's full. So yeah, you're going to be in 2 a little bit more often. But I'm just taking it easy. I'm only doing 18 k's at the moment. No need to stress out there. So I'm going to turn my phone off because I know how to get home now. Pretty much a straight run. But yeah, it's good to know that, yeah, I don't know what the drama was the other day, going to the city. Like I said, it wasn't windy, so it's not like I was using power because of the wind. And the hills, I haven't noticed, that's one thing I should check on Strava, is the elevation gain. It doesn't tell me just yet, and I don't want to stuff it up, so I'll have to wait till I get home. It probably can't tell you running elevation, well it should be able to, but it doesn't say. My average speed's 18 k's an hour, so that's on par. I've been doing 2.5 hours of cycling. I've probably got another half hour till I get home. So good, that's your normal 3 hours. The screen just changed, but it still doesn't show me elevation gain, but that's okay. All good. But otherwise, everything's been going good. And don't know why the cops have just turned their sirens on. Hopefully it's not for me. Nah, not for me. Not this time. Looks like the clouds are getting, it's not going to rain, but it looks like the clouds are getting a bit thicker, so it's actually quite nice. No sun, it's good, but very windy. The wind's, and it's a headwind now, it's coming from the east and I've got it right in my face. So I'll turn off now and I'll flick on a bit closer to home. And here we are, the old homeward bound hill, I'll call it. So you hit this hill just before you get home. It's not too bad on an e-bike, but on that other bike I've got, it's the last thing you want to see when you're almost home, is a big hill like this. So we're doing pretty good. Got 30% battery and we've hit 49 k's on the bike. Let's see what Strava says. 54 k's on Strava, or 53.6, 49.6. So we're 4 k's out. So that's about right. That's about how much out I was getting after the old Burns Beach rut. But the battery 20, oh, I'm down to 25%, so it must have been 30 just because I was resting for a bit there. But yeah, 26, 27, it's just gone back up. So I'm 10% more battery. It's got to be the elevation. I won't know until I hit stop. So when I get home and edit this video, I'll crank out the microphone and I'll put a little bit more of a summary and I'll take screenshots and everything. But I think that's what it is the elevation the Burns Beach run has almost, I think it's like 380 metres elevation gain. This must be less than 300 to be able to get back with that much battery, and that's kind of what I was expecting. I know I've got the Tannis liners, and they take about 10% battery, so yeah, that's the downfall with them. But yeah, I mean 50, I've done over 50 Ks now, I've done 56, that's plenty, I'm done. I've got it on PAS3, I've had enough. I just want to get home now, 3 hours. So yeah, that's plenty for me. And to be able to have it on PAS3, I've used the throttle a bit and still getting back with 20, it's down to 27% now. That's perfect, that's exactly what I'm after. I'm not interested in bringing it back with 10-15%, and yeah, kind of, because that last ride, I had range anxiety probably before I even got to the city, because I was wondering why I'd done so many Ks and got hardly, I'm almost 50% away through the battery, and I'm not even turned around yet to come back home. So yeah, see what happens anyway. But I've got to do that Burns Beach ride again with the higher pressure tyres and with no wind. That's the next one. I'm going to suss out a day when there's no wind and do it then, and I reckon that's going to be the game changer, is the zero wind. Alright, well yeah, I'll grab some screenshots when I get home. Oh, they're finally fixing this. No, they're not. Quick cut, yes they are. Cool. There's some massive holes in this footpath, like almost enough to get your foot stuck in it. But yeah, it looks like they're coming to fix it, that's good. Alright, I'll end it here and we'll see you later. Come on. Been good, boys? Hey, what's been going on? Hey, you been good? Had some bitches around, have you? Cheeky boys. Not that you can do anything about it. Don't look too bad going down there, but then the clouds are just coming in big time, and the wind, it's almost like there's a storm coming, but it's not gonna. It's a little bit too hot for that. Anyway, ride went good, so we're all sweet there. Yeah, that's about it for today. Probably won't do much else. I'll just muck around with these. They didn't get a walk this morning, so probably take them for a walk. It's pretty cool. Hey, you wanna go for a walk? You wanna go for a walk? Oh, your tail goes. You? No? Yeah, you want to watch TV? You want to watch TV, don't you? Hey, good boys. Alright, I'll put the chariot away and we're done. Alright, so yeah, we got 50.6 Ks and it was, let me just get the photo, I think it's pretty much bang on 4 kilometres. Yeah, Strava shows 54.8, so yeah, exactly, pretty much 4 kilometres there, so not too bad. That's the closest it's ever been to distance wise. I don't know why it changes, but you can see the elevation gain there, 427 metres, so that's actually more than the Burns Beach run, and I got back very similar. I think it was 55 kilometres for the Burns Beach run, so almost exactly the same kilometres, but got back with 15, almost 20% more battery. So it must have been the wind. The wind is more than the wind affects you more than the hills do. So yeah, no, it was a good ride anyway. But yeah, good to see that the battery's coming good, because that's what you want to do, is get back with what was it, 30%, wasn't it? I keep losing the photos. Where was it? This one. 29%. Yeah. So that's really good. That's really good. So yeah, all good. Cheers for watching. Catch you next time.